everyone. March is still moving on, and I just wanted to come on and just say hi. And one of the things I wanted to let the presenters know, if you haven't looked in your back office, go check it out. There's some changes coming. April 1st, there's some new things coming. Our party link is going away. It's now going to be a rewards link, so you're going to love that. It's so much easier to use. It's got like a couple of cool new features, so that's really cool. But today I was just going to get ready and take the dog out, and I thought I'd come on and say, and just, I don't know, I feel like my lifestyle pretty much revolves around being at home with my girls because they online school, so it hasn't been too hard for us. So I know it's not been too easy for other people that don't necessarily stay home all the time. So I thought I'd come on and show you some inspiration. And one of the things that's super inspiring to me, I have out by a desk, one of the vanities I use for my art supplies and drawing and everything, is my niece's. She just looked at a picture and drew this, like nothing. I thought, I really was looking forward to it because I know she likes to do artwork and I know she likes to bake. She's got her own little baking, and I was talking about that on Colleen's video because Kimberly just made the cutest, adorable strawberry shortcake cupcakes from this awesome, amazing, I looked it up, that's a really cool cookbook you found, Vonda. I don't know where you found it, but that's amazing. Like, I might get it for my girls because I love the visuals. But my niece came out and she sat down and drew while I went out and shopped and got some stuff. So when I came back, she'd already done this, and I put everything down. It was just so sad. I wanted to sit and draw with her. I am nowhere near this. I mean, she's taking classes at school and she practices a lot. So this is really cool to see. I know she's got some techniques going on here, and I would have asked her a million questions because, when you're taking classes, I did a couple of online classes and shared some information with her. That was kind of fun. So I missed out, but oh well. So I'm just going to get ready. I have the mattifying primer. Ladies, this is amazing. So it does blur even more. When you put it on, you'll notice right away it's a little bit more cloudy than, and definitely not as runny as the, whoops, did I get the right one? Nope, this one's runny, because right away I'm like, wait, this one's runny. All right, so I'll show you the difference. So this one just ran down my finger. So that is the hydrating primer. The non-hydrating, the primer for, do you see the difference right there? That's the mattifying primer. So that's a lot more creamy and thicker. So that's the one I'm going to use today, is the creamy, thicker one. So let me just wipe this other one off. But I got a little bit of the hydrating in there, so it might not look as matte as it should, but I wanted to tell you I've used it a couple times now and I'm super impressed with it. Going into the warmer months, I'm getting the mattifying primer. Totally gonna get that. Hey ladies, how are you? Hey. So mattifying primer is huge gold. Get that if you haven't seen it. And Colleen, I was just talking about your videos with Kimberly are just adorable and they're very inspiring. My daughter made a cake, which was really nice. But I was talking about how my niece came and she takes a lot of art classes. So to be fair, she's practiced a lot because she spends a lot of time at home. I think some teens aren't, running around going crazy, and some stay at home. So there's times she's been at home a lot, so she's done a lot of artwork. I know she goes out a lot too, but I wanted to show that off because it just inspired me, and I thought I would share something that inspired me while I was getting ready to take the pup out for a walk. And just go through some of the makeup because I know we all have time, and I can show you some of the colors and stuff. So this is our spray foundation. It's super in demand, awesome, right? Colleen, I have 4 of them now. Every time it comes back in stock, I get 2 more because they put a limit on it because it sells out so fast. This is like full coverage. It blurs. The coverage is huge. It is so lightweight, which is why it's in high demand, because it has got full coverage. So I don't use like full coverage. I just use a spray and then just kind of push it around because it is such a good product. but it's non-comedogenic, which means it doesn't clog your pores. So complete full coverage, blurring effect, covers up everything. It's really nice. And it's got like, it doesn't transfer, so that stays on. Once you put it on, it stays on. So this stuff is really good. I actually want to see how this works when I swim because, you know, I'm going to do swimming again this year. I really enjoyed it last year. I'm going to go again this year. So I'll put a little of that on just to try it. I'm in the water for about an hour, so I want to see what it does, you know, how long it lasts, just for fun. It's not necessarily supposed to be waterproof, but when it doesn't transfer and it stays on that long, you know that sometimes it lasts long in other areas too. So I want to give that a shot. Even if it's only a little bit, it'd be kind of neat to see. So I'm putting a little bit more on so you can see the color. I have my my sketch pad out, and I just found a couple of YouTube videos to try and help me get my creativity going and teach me how to draw a little bit more. I feel like I did it more when I was younger, and now when I sit down to draw anything, it looks just so I don't know. It looks so bad. It's not what I was expecting it to look like. Especially when I was younger and I did more. I took all the art classes and I had a lot of fun with it. And now when I draw, it looks goofy as all heck. So, but I do know one of the things I really appreciate about social media is some of the artists I follow, the really good ones that are willing to share everything because they're so confident in their skills and in their own creativity process. They will share with you what the progression of their art looks like from like when they very first started, you know, drawing practically an elementary school level, but more like in high school. So where they start in high school, and then they'll show you the progression like a year, 2 years, 3 years later. And it's mind-blowing to see. It's almost like watching a baby progress to an adult. The skill goes from very basic to intensely like perfect in whatever area of art that they chose. So to me, that gives like an amazing amount of like, okay, I can do this, because I know at some point my sketches are gonna look, you know, not so good. Well, I consider not so good to really good, where I'll start showing everybody. I'll show the other ones too, but I haven't even gotten to start yet. I have everything out, but I can't seem to get it started. Everybody's home. So I don't know, just a little busier for me here. So I'm just gonna I put on Eyelet. Eyelet is a gorgeous color. I would have never thought to get Eyelet. It looks like it's one of the darker range colors, but it's not. It's I feel like it's lighter than Velour and Taffeta. I have Velour and Taffeta, and I feel like I will be wearing those a lot in the summer. And in the winter, I feel like Eyelet and Organza are my colors, my go-to colors. I've gone to both of those. You guys know I like a little bit of contour, so I'm just gonna get some of the darker color of our cream foundation, which comes in a stick now. I have one of the older ones, just seems to last forever. Because I only use, I mean, look how much I use, just a teeny bit. So I just put a little on. And you could use, like, we have beauty blenders. You could use a beauty blender for this if you want. Works better when you spritz it. I don't know if you tried all the different spritzers. My favorites are the grapefruit and the cucumber. So you just give it a little spritz on the beauty blender. Otherwise it kind of sucks everything in. And you can kind of blend it in a little bit more if you want. You can use it for a lot of different things. And then I like to personally take the bronzer, and the 3 bronzers that we have, don't worry about which color you get. I feel like the colors are just, they're so universal. You can tell just which ones are a little darker. I mean, we could probably, Colleen, we should probably swatch that. I only have 2. I don't know if you have all 3, but we should probably swatch the bronzers because they're just slightly different in shades and like the shimmers. And it's kind of hard to tell on the page. So I can't swatch that. I can swatch a couple other things. And then I'm still using my beachfront, because this is so nice. I like this beachfront blush. It's just pretty. I'm going for a really soft look today. Just put a little bit of color right on the apples of my cheeks. And then a little glow. You have all three. Oh. All right, can you swatch those next time you're on? I don't know if it'll show, but just like use, I don't know how you might need to do it on paper. I don't know if it'll show well on your wrist or not, Colleen, but I do need one more and then I can swatch them, but if you think about it, that would be really cool. I'd love to see the differences. So I'm just gonna put a little highlighter, because you know, we love our glow, and blend it in a little. I'm going up too. I'm going up. Because one of the things that I've learned, like if you put too much highlighter here and you have your eyebrow here, it kind of extends the whole eyebrow part. So I'm doing it back here to kind of give a little light back here to just brighten up the whole area. And then I'll just do a teeny bit right here when I'm done. Just playing around with it. Is that the right way to do it? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's March. Looking for inspiration. I have a lot of time to try these things. So why not? So I'm using the lightest color in the brow palette. This is the lightest brow palette. And I'll do the front. I'll bring the front down a little, and I'll bring the tail down a little bit. And I'm not going super perfect on this. As you can see. But it's a light color, and I'm just following my natural contour. I have not gotten into shaping as much as some of the other ladies out there that can do an amazing job shaping. I'm just going for a nice easy look. I guess what I don't want to do is I don't want to go too dark for my own, like, because my hair, oh, my hair color changed again. I took it down a notch in color so, and blended it more. It was getting a little colorful there. Too colorful for me. And my salon's closed, so thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so that's that side. So I'm going to use a little bit of Reverent on my eyes. On my eyes. So one of the other things really quick, these are sold out until June because they are in super high demand, you know, for a reason. They're amazing. Hi puppy. We're going for a walk soon, aren't we? Aren't we? They're back in stock in June. And the last time they came in stock, there was a queue lined up for it. And you were only allowed to get 2 because they sell so fast. What we can do, if you contact Colleen or I or one of any of the presenters, we can help you out with that and remind you. Now we're only allowed to get 2, so we can't pick those up for you. You're really gonna have to get them yourself, but at least we can help and remind you, and if you're watching, we can tag you to things. That'll help tremendously, because if you're not paying attention, that day can come and go and you're gonna miss it, and then it's another 3-month wait. And we've heard a couple people get not too happy about that, they missed it. So we wanna make sure your notification is on. We can tag you if you want us to tag you. We can give you a text, PM, whatever it is that works best for you. So I'm going to add a little slick because Colleen had slick the other day, and I'm just going for a softer, lighter pink color. And this has, slick is, it's a rose shimmer, not pink, it's a rose shimmer. So that's going to add, on top of a liquid champagne shimmer, I'm going with the rose shimmer on top. Just light, bright colors. We had a little bit of rain, and now I just feel like taking it lighter, brighter. We have clouds today. So we actually had a thunderstorm come through last night, which is unusual for the San Francisco Bay Area. They do come through, but not very often. So I did want to show you, I got thankful. So I'm going for a soft look today, but here's a color I will be playing with soon and showing you. And I did want to show you Crafty, which is a periwinkle purple. Very soft satin color. It's really, really pretty. This to me is like spring Easter color. It's really pretty. So I just went with a very soft light eye. So I wanted to show this again. So one of the things I wanted to ask is, show me, this is my inspiration right now at my desk. I find a lot of different things very inspiring. Like right now the clouds in the sky are very inspiring. But show me, I mean, show it on your page and tag me. Please tag me, or show me here. I don't care where you put it. Tag me, I want to see it. I love to see beautiful things, inspiration, the aesthetics that you find very pleasing. I want to see those because to me it's kind of interesting and I like to follow along with, like, it just opens up doors of inspiration and creativity. So show me your inspiration. I would love to see it. So what else am I doing? I'm going to set all this with a spray that I got during Black Friday, which is a very light rose shimmer spray. So I'm going like, you see me leaning toward the rose shimmers, peaches and stuff, pinks. This is, and it smells, I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. Hey Vonda. I love that. I did just get, because I kind of ran out and I was using my cucumber and my grapefruit spritz, and I love them, but there is nothing quite like the rose. There is something about the rose, and we know what it does for the your skin tone, right? It evens out the skin tone, the red, the blotchiness. It helps with any dry, itchy patches. Rose water, always rose water. And I love the other ones, and I know that they do help and they do have really good benefits, but the rose water is my go-to for just keeping your skin even in tone. And in the summer too, if you get a little too much sun, rose water, it's good for your skin. It helps so much. Okay, so I'm hoping that I can get to my vanity, because I've got 2 coats of primer on it, and if you guys saw the picture in the group, in the client group, you saw it. I had it briefly on my stories. It's pretty cool. It's coming along. I'm really happy I chose to go white. I was gonna try and keep it natural browns, the wood color that it came in, to try and capture the time period, but it's just, the piece is kind of delicate, so I'm going with white to hide its imperfections. And I'm really happy I'm going with white. It looks really cool. I love it. Rose water, I love, yes, the rose water mist. There's something about the rose water mist that just, I mean, we have a selection of 4 different ones now. It's like lavender, which smells amazing, cucumber, grapefruit, there's one more and I'm not remembering the name. I have to look it up. And they're wonderful to have, and they come in the smaller bottles. But if you're starting for the first time, get the bigger bottle, get rose water, start with this one. This is the one to start with. That one has the most, I think, the most benefits, like when you just start getting into your skincare, and then once you're in it and you get the routine going, then switch around and have some fun with the other ones. Or if one of the other ones, like you really have to have that lavender, go for it, get the lavender. But if you're not sure, go with rose water. That is all-time favorite. So one of the things I did forget, as I'm just remembering now, is this is a sugar scrub for your lips, and it just gently, just enough, and it's really sweet. It gently, just enough, scrubs your lips just to get that top layer loosened up, and then you just wipe it off. Really simple. Wipe it off. Should do your foundation first, but here we go, I missed it. And I'm going to use a soft pink lip stain called Shy. I know it doesn't look too soft pink there, but I swatched it. If you saw in the beauty group the swatch that I did, you can see 8 different lip stains, and I swatched them on my wrist. Lady, that swatch stayed on there over 24 hours, which was really nice. I really like that. So this is a very soft pink. And I'm just gonna put that on. All right, really like that. This is my first time trying this color. It's beautiful. So you have about a second on the lighter colors to make sure you have it exactly where you want it. And then you just let it dry. If it doesn't look even when you put it on, go back to the lip scrub and work with that. Use it a couple of times during the week. That's gonna change it. So you can see this is like brought a lot of the pinks out in my lips, which is really kind of cool. I like that. So while that's drying, I'm gonna put a coat of one of the different lip glosses on it. I'm just gonna put a little 4D on, just to now round everything else out. But that's Shy so far. So Shy looks really cool. It's a nice pink. There's some really strong colors in the lip stains, and I am definitely going to play with a few of those. First time I put Sizzling on, I was just shocked, and I didn't realize lip stain had a ton of staying power. I also didn't realize if you get too much lip stain color on, you don't want it, or you want it to come off because you're switching venues and you're going somewhere, you want it a little something maybe different, who knows. Use the wipes. The wipes will take it right off. So you're not stuck with it, but you can use the wipes. So I pulled out a few different things. I have some art books, some color theory books, inspiration. I have some antique books, botanical books that I want to copy some things out of. There's a few things that are inspiring me right now, which is why I'm asking, post something that inspires you, something pretty, a pretty picture, anything, and just tag me on it, please. I'd love to see it. Post it here if you want. You don't want to post it on your page. Anything pretty, like how I post my the antique vanities that I find. I have a bunch of them. I'll post another one again today. But anything inspiring, it's just kind of neat to see. We have a lot of people home not knowing exactly what to do with themselves, and this is like one of the times you can really take that time to focus on beefing up a skill, whatever it may be. You can get on YouTube, like I'm not into yarn, thread, needlework, but I know a lot of people that do it and they're amazing at it. And if I wanted to get into that, my older daughter Brooke learned how to do that online. She made a scarf for a friend's little sister, and it was the first scarf she made, and it was a baby pink color that she used, and it came out pretty good. I was very impressed. It came out better than mine. First try an attempt at it, where I could never get the edges for some reason to stay straight because I didn't know how to. There was a little step at the end where you count or not count that last turn. I forgot how it worked, but clearly I got it wrong. And Brooke did an amazing job of it, and she gave it as a gift. It was around the holidays to the her friend's younger sister, who went nuts, loved it because it was that beautiful baby pink. My daughter May is laughing if you can hear her. It was beautiful baby pink. So like right now, I'd hop on YouTube. There's actually some professional artist classes I'm eyeing, but they're several $100s, but completely worth it. So I don't know if I can or not, but I'm looking at those. And there is an artist local to me in Silicon Valley that I absolutely love, and I took a 4-hour class from him, with a couple of other, there was probably like a dozen people there. It was awesome. I am going to be emailing him and asking him to do an online class because I think it would be brilliant. One lady came in actually from Michigan. She flew in. Her husband gave her this as a birthday present. They came out together and, you know, toured around the Bay Area and everything because there's a lot to see here. But her whole focus was to go to this art class, which was really wild. And it made me, it just, you know, it's really, really cool that I got to sit next to her and talk to her and find out a lot about her, because most people around here, you know, it's just different. She flew in, so it's really impressive. But this artist is amazing. He's so good. And I am pretty sure, because he hasn't done classes in a very, very long time. So these were like pilot classes, which made it even more special because we know the price is going to jump. So I'm super excited I got in there at all to even be part of that. The inspiration was off the charts. So I felt like I picked up some things and perspectives I had never thought of in a million years. And it just, to me, I feel like once you keep adding to what it is you like to do or try, it only makes better. It was so much fun. Oh, Shy. Okay. Shy, isn't Shy pretty? I like this color a lot. I was going for even softer look, and this is one of the softer colors. I mean, there's another color in there that's like a nude, Speechless, I think. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna go with Shy. I want more pink. I really like this color a lot. So I was thinking about just putting a little bit of lip gloss on top. So Luxe is our go-to favorite. It's a nude, which I was thinking about, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna go with a little bit. Hey Debbie, how are you? Okay, my network just jumped there for a minute. I'm kind of bummed. So here's Lovable. It's a really pretty baby pink, and I just pinked out my lips big time, which is perfect because I kind of wanted really pink. I'm gonna go walk the dog, and I wanted just softer colors today, and pink was my go-to color for today. So I feel like between the Lip Stained Shy, which I don't know if you saw that, Debbie, I put Shy and Lovable on. So I have these two. I really like it a lot. So before I go, I did want to show you, because I feel like it's fun to show you the differences between some of the colors, because sometimes it's hard to tell on the online store. It doesn't always work that way. But so some of the crushed lip powders, which are really, really cool. If you've never had a lip powder, try it. And when you try it, if you're a little like on the fence about it, because it is very different, keep trying it and try it and try it. And because there's going to come a point in time, it's not going to be weird. It's going to be like, this is really cool. And it has a neat texture and even like, I want to say flavor, if that's the right word. But the first color I wanted to show you was Complicated. Is it Complicated? Complicated. Which is a chocolate brown shimmer. Whoops. All right, so when you pull it out, there's like a little stopper in there. As you can see, I have to write it on the side. It's very tiny print. When I pull it out, you have to go kind of slow, or you'll get a little puff of color, because it is powder. Complicated is a chocolate brown shimmer. So here we go. There it is. This is the one that Colleen showed, and I loved it. I wanted that. I never really thought about getting browner hinted hues and stuff and colors, but it's really cool. And to me, it's like it. I'll show you. So I'm going to show you how that one works. Then I have Contrite. Contrite's really pretty. It's the first one I got. It's a rose matte pink shimmer. So let me show you. So you just pull it out slow. There it is. It's a rose pink shimmer. So I'm trying to do a bigger swatch than I did last time with all the stains. So go into the group and look at the swatch with the 8 stains so you can see the lips. Then Casual. Casual is the other color I got. That's a matte pink, because I start with the softer, easier colors. So you can see that one. It's a matte pink. I'm putting it on nice and thick so you can see the color. And then my big color, Curvaceous, matte red. Can't get any bigger than that. So here we go. Here's matte red. That's gonna just jump out. That's the color I'm gonna have to figure out how to wear. But you know what, now that I look at all the colors there on my wrist, it's not that big and scary. It really isn't. I mean, is there a massive difference? Like I don't feel like it's as scary as it looks. Like if I look at it completely separate by itself, that looks like a lot of red, but then when I put it on my wrist with the other colors, I can do that. That's easy. I can do that. It doesn't look as crazy bold as I would like to, like mentally I thought it would. So I was talking to my daughter about this earlier. When I was growing up, it was more about the hair and way less about the makeup. And with the hair, it was about perms, higher. The higher the hair, the closer to God, right? I don't know. Which was particularly high if you came from Long Island, New York. I don't know why, but it was. They took it to a whole new level. So I didn't have a whole lot of experience with makeup growing up, and so when I got older and started taking the girls to school and meeting the other moms, I'd put makeup on to try and hide my lack of sleep and stress. And I made it worse. I made it look worse. And a lot of times I didn't see how bad it was until I got back in the car after I talked to these moms for a while and finally, adjusted the rearview mirror and looked at it and I went, oh my God, I look like and I didn't mean that on purpose. I looked like a geisha girl. One time I got in, my skin was powder white. Whatever it was I put on my skin was ridiculously off in shade. And I got in the car and I was mortified. So, I spent a lot of time going to the mall, going to Ulta Beauty, going to Sephora. This is before Ulta was open. And I went through and I looked for the most popular ones. I looked for the most expensive ones. I looked for the most healthy ones. And it was like it was like roulette, right? You never knew what was going to happen. It was either going to work or it wasn't going to work. It was going to work for a little while or not work at all. So if you ever see why we're so excited we love this line, is because it all works. It works synergistically with each other. The way everything is formulated, like I didn't even tell you what was. So one of the other reasons why these are so good is because they're formulated with nourishing. It nourishes your skin. This has a macadamia nut oil, vitamin E, squalene. It's got so much good stuff in there. So when you put it on, your end result is you want it to look nice, you don't want it to feel thick and heavy, and you don't want it to clog your pores. And this is exactly what this one does. So I have 4 of them now because I can only get 2 at a time. And June 12th, I will get 2 more. Without fail, totally get 2 more. Eyelet right now is my go-to color, but I have a feeling when I get a little bit more sun, velour and taffeta are going to be my go-tos. I'll find out a little more on that and let you guys know which way to go with those colors. But I don't know if anybody has been using the spray foundation. It is amazing. If you've ever had issues with feeling like you always see the foundation on your skin, this is the one to get. It blurs. It just blurs and it's lightweight and it hides everything and it's really full coverage. But as you can see, it's on, and I didn't put concealer on. I don't ever feel like I need concealer when I use the spray foundation. And it's so nice and lightweight. And it doesn't like, oh, have you ever rubbed up or taken off a shirt? This does not transfer. So you're not gonna get that. You might get that with some of the other foundations, but not this one. And if you do get it with any of the foundation, just use the setting spray or the setting powder. That really lock it in there. And again, you could spray it for a setting, you could use the rose or the cucumber or the lavender or the grapefruit. What is the last one? All right, I'm going to take a second and look because that's going to bug me if I can't figure out which one that is. But we have, these are listed under Uology and toners. If you can't find a product, just ask one of us because we will link you right to it. Super easy. It takes a second. We'll shoot you a quick PM. Boom, you're on your way. Um, yep, there's 4 of them. I think rose is the 4th one. So lavender, oh, okay, so I had them all. For whatever reason, I thought there was a 4 and the rose. Rose water is the 4th one. I don't have the lavender one. I've lavendered out in so many other things over the years. I don't really need lavender. So I got grapefruit and I got cucumber, because cucumber is like standard beauty spa treatment and it smells so good. And the grapefruit smells so good. I just figured the lavender, I'll get that at another point in time, but I really wanted those two to start. I'm going to show it one more time because I don't know if you guys go back and watch it. But I said tag me to anything that inspires you. Pretty things, pretty artwork, pretty like architectural stuff. One of my sisters is heavy duty into architecture. She works with a huge organization on the East Coast. Holy moly, she has gotten into and like these VIP underground tours through Washington DC and New York City, and mind-blowing. She gets in behind the scenes. She gets to see a lot of really cool stuff, and I hope at some point I get to go with her on one of these. It'd be really fun. And I'm not as big into architecture, but I mean, when you see something pretty, you know it's pretty. You may not know the era it came from or who designed it, but you know it's pretty, and that's really cool. So like, post it on your page, inspire, tag me, please. I really want to see it. And you never know who else you're going to inspire. There's a lot of people with a lot of free time on their hands right now. They don't quite know what to do with it all. I did some work this morning. I worked out because last week I didn't do so well adjusting to having my husband home. Definitely ate more. And last night I was like, okay, this gotta stop. And now I'm gonna go take my dog for a walk, run when I can, kind of like boost it a little bit. Besides, you know, take my walk a little bit heavier and walk, run at certain times and work myself back into what I was at before, whatever I was at before. We'll figure it out. But anyway, so tag me. I'd love to see it. I have my girls here too. We're gonna do a mani-pedi later, I think. We have enough nail polish and nail removal. Did you guys ever use one of these to take your nail polish off? It's got a huge foam thing in it with like, you can stick your finger right in the center and then you just swish it back and forth and it takes your nail polish off. I forgot those existed, so I just wanted to show that and say, hey, you know, if you're going to get supplies, try that if you're doing nail polish at home, because we really can't go out and do any of this stuff. No, I don't have anything. I was signed up for an art class and it got canceled because I think it was the first weekend of April, so it was too close to lockdown time frames. And hopefully that lifts, but that got locked down. I don't have any of my other inspirational, well, I think I showed this before, but it's been a while. From a vintage shop. This inspired me. This cute little Italian, this is a leather Italian bag from a vintage shop not too far away from me. And I was keeping, I forgot what I was keeping in there. I was keeping some of my makeup in there. It's the cutest thing. That was inspiring. I have that on my vanity. Nope, nobody's coming over my way. So I'm gonna go walk the dog. I hope you guys are having a good time. If you're working on any kind of projects, I'd love to see that too. Tag me to it. Because when I come on, I'd love to go see what you guys are doing. I don't want to just look at my wall of, I don't look, but I'd love to see what's inspiring you and what projects you're working on. I'd love to see you swatch anything you have. Swatch it and show me, please. That bottom color, that matte red, that's not so scary. I can wear that. You can wear that. That would look fantastic on you guys. Colleen, Fonda, Debbie. You guys are wearing beautiful, bold colors. And we all gravitate toward different colors, which is really kind of cool. And then we see the colors that we each love, and it inspires us. How many times have we seen you guys wear something different, and Colleen and I are like, ooh, I'm gonna try that. Which is why I'm like, inspire me, please. this is a great time. It's like the first time ever everybody's home and kind of thinking the same things, I guess, doing the same things. Like we're all trying to keep our routine going and stay sane. So I think this creative, like this is the perfect time to be super creative. So yeah, I'd love to see it. If you're up for it, post it. If you don't want to post it on your page, post it on my page. Post it down below. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go take the dog for a walk because I don't think, yeah, I'm good. No rain today. So take care and I'll talk to you later. Bye.